The legendary entertainer Judy Garland was born under the given name Frances Gumm in Grand Rapids, Minnesota in 1922. Her family moved to California when she was just a child, but her Minnesota roots are celebrated at the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids.
No more his eager call, the writings on the wall, the dreams you've dreamed have all.
The Judy Garland Museum was founded 40 years ago in 1975 by Jackie Dingman, a local artist. And it's grown over the years. We've had 9 celebrity guests, including the Wicked Witch of the West. She was our first guest in 1979.
Gain those ruby slippers. My power will be the greatest in Oz.
We get 20,000 visitors a year, and pretty amazing because Grand Rapids is quite remote. It grew sporadically over the years. There was a small exhibit in Central School, and then in 1990, some local people bought Judy Garland's house to protect it for the future, and then it went through a painstaking restoration in 1995, and we opened the house to the public in 1996.
And a couple of tra-la-las.
A wealthy benefactor bought the carriage 20 years ago this coming August over at a live auction from Christie's in New York City. And it's been on loan to the museum for the last 20 years. He also bought the dress from the film and a number of other artifacts, but the bulk of our collection has been donated by fans over the years from all over the country.
I'm not a witch at all. I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
Oh, well, is that the witch?
I had a collar made for him that says, "I'm a doggone Judy fan." We come to the Judy Garland Festival every year, and we enjoy it so very much. I have all sorts of stuff. I've been collecting since 1978. I have records on the walls, big theatrical release posters. It's just the way she touched an audience. It's emotional, just incredible. I mean, over the years, we've been coming up here since '89, and the people you meet they're just incredible people. We all love the same thing. That's the best part.
Well, you think about the classic example. The song that most of us heard first, was Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And you see this teenage girl telling this great story. I mean, she was really selling the story. She brought a song to life. The words meant something. It was just in the way she delivered it, like a great actress. Her singing developed at an early age, singing vaudeville with her sisters. But she had this sort of maturity to her voice that was beyond her years.
And suddenly the hinges started to unhitch. Just then, the witch to satisfy.
We get several thousand people over a 3-day period. We have all kinds of activities downtown for kids. So it's progressed to a more family-friendly Wizard of Oz type event instead of strictly, Judy Garland.
There, we can see. Isn't that better?
She's a nice girl, and the museum's it's really cool. It has a lot of stuff that's very interesting.
The Gums lived here for 12 years. Frank and Ethel, Judy's parents, bought an interest in our local movie theater and ran it for 12 years. And then they bought this home, their first family home. They were very proud of it, and they spent 7 years in that home. And they sang their way through North Dakota and Montana, all the way to Seattle to make money for their vacation. And they had friends that had moved to Los Angeles, so they visited and just fell in love with the weather. So that summer they came back, in October of 1926, they sold all their furniture and sang "California, Here We Come." Well, she always had the special talent. The other girls were acceptable, and they worked well as a trio. But when Judy was discovered by MGM, They broke up. The older girls were getting married, so it was a time to break up when she signed her movie contract.
Well, I think for a lot of people, because they fell in love with her, you know, so many years before, you know, they were going to hang with her regardless because she was just such an all-American girl and such a sweet, you know, sweet artist and such a gifted entertainer. You know, they wanted to love her.
I never heard anybody sing just the way you do.
What do you mean, good or bad?
It's the combination of talent, all wrapped up into one tiny ball of 4'11".
Since this world began.
You know, 50, 100 years from now, news stations are still going to be talking about The Wizard of Oz because that is eternal. You know, Frank Sinatra said, "We will all be forgotten, but never Judy."
Prairie Mosaic is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008, the North Dakota Council on the Arts, and by the members of Prairie Public.